We want to thank you for joining us for our Monday Maariv service. I'm Rabbi Karen. I'm filling in for Rabbi Deborah this evening. I was fortunate enough for her to fill in for me last week. So, we're playing switch the rabbi again. But it's a great group of women that I work with, and we are all there to help each other out. So if you're on Facebook, on Seam Shalom, UJUC, JSLI, Rabbi Stephen Blaine page, type into the Facebook chat and say hi. We're on Zoom with Sharon, Reba, Ellen, Sue, and Sephora, who we never see, but she's always got a stunning picture there. Barbara, hello, good evening. She's on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and seamshalom.com. So, or maybe it's .org. But anyway, we're all over. You can't miss us. And we're here for our Monday Maariv service. So let's get ready to begin. It says that you could see it, and I don't see it. We'll try that again. Aha. Let's see what the problem is with my PowerPoint. Okay. We'll try this. Share. Play from the start. Here we go. Technology does work sometimes. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. And now, well, I can't tell here in Florida. It's either we're starting into twilight or we're going to have a thunderstorm. But this is a physical manifestation of Adonai's miracle of changing light from dark and dark from light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma potech she'arim, uvidvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et kochavim b'mishmorotayim barakir tzkirsono. You abound in blessings, eternal one, our God, sovereign of all time and space, whose word brings on twilight. With wisdom you open gateways. With understanding you alter times, vary the seasons, and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Borei yom v'layla, golei or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or, umavir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzevaot shemo. O living and ever-enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that states who we are, that states our creed, that we are not asking but telling the world who we are. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Okay, here we go with technology. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. And you shall love. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently to your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. And you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy, holy unto your God. And as the women, Miriam and the women went through the parting of the Red Sea, they sang, "Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God," they cried. "Adonai will reign forever and ever." Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise be Adonai for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Okay, we're just going to say hello to everybody. Marvin, I'm glad you could join us. See who's on Restream. Shari's there. Shari is here and there, I think. And we have Barbara. Okay, yes, Barbara will include Puerto Rico in our Mishabera prayers. So welcome, everybody. I'm your Tuesday night rabbi making a Monday appearance. Welcome to all, and I'm glad you're here, wherever you are, that you can be joining us. All right, let's go on to our shared screen. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'ahamidenu malkeinu l'chaim ofrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal One, our God, cause us to lie down in peace and raise us up to life, our sovereign. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us for your name's sake. Shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you are a protecting and saving power, truly a sovereign power. Gracious and compassionate are you. Guard our going and our coming in life and in peace now and for all eternity. Spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgada v'yitgada shemei rabba v'yamad divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'gala ba'gala uv'zman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yeshmei rabbo mevorach Li'olam li'omei amaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalab shmei d'kudisha b'richu le'elam mikol b'chata v'shira ta tush b'chata v'nechemata damiram b'yalma v'yimeru amen. Ziona, good to see you. So glad you could be with us tonight. I've missed you. I've missed seeing you. We're going to keep this prayer in mind, not just for tonight, but want to keep it in our thoughts for tomorrow night. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chazdei Avot v'Imaot, U'mevii Gula Livnei B'neihem L'man Shemo Ba'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham Bezrat Sarah. Adonai promises were made to our ancestors. Please remember those promises. And since we are Mishpacha, please keep your promises to us. Atah gibor li'olam Adonai mechayeh hakol atah rav lahoshia. Mechakeh chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, umatir asurim, umkayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha bal gevuro. Umido melach, melech memid, umchayem, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'nemanata lahayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Adonai is the only strength I need, the only superpower, bringing life to the living, giving us all that we need. If you see me turning my head because my cat's walking around, so I'm trying to figure out if she wants to come up, sit by me or not. And I guess she doesn't. Okay. Parsha Nitzavim. Well, hold on. Here she does. This is my Katie. My Katie is deaf, so she can't hear me. So we exaggerate the kisses. Not bad for 18 years old, huh? Oh, look who Ellen has. We're having
This is Tanoki. Yeah, Tanoki. She's 13 and a half. Yeah.
And we've got the grandbaby waving hello to the cat.
Oh, yeah, look at this. See, there's Katie. And there's Aurelia. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, ready to go down? Okay, let's go down. I think she's waiting for me to feed her. But since I'm doing services, that's hubby's job. Okay, Parsha Nitzavim. Promises, promises. Last week in Kitavo, which I wasn't here for, we read in chapter 26, 17, 19, you have selected the Lord this day to be your God and to walk in his ways and to observe his statutes, his commandments, and his ordinances, and to obey him. And the Lord has selected you this day to be his treasured people and to make you supreme among all nations and that he made. You will be a holy people to the Lord your God as he spoke. And we have the beginning of a contract. We chose Adonai. His statutes is mitzvot, and we will be his treasured people. God's promise made to us. Moses tells us in chapter 29, verse 28, the revealed things apply to us and to our children forever, that we must fulfill all the words of the Torah. Hold on, I got to admit somebody. Okay. And you will return to the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Heart and soul, we make our promise from our very depth, a full commitment to Adonai, his Torah and mitzvot. In verse 29, 12, 14, in order to establish you this day as his people, and that he will be your God, and as he swore to your forefathers. Remember, I just said we got to pay attention to that prayer. as he swore to his forefathers. That is part of the promise, Adonai's role in the contract, that Adonai will love us as he did our forefathers, and according to Rashi, for future generations. But he also has warned, as part of the contract, if a man does not keep the word of his oath in his heart, the Lord would not be willing to forgive him. By the way, we got a whole set of rules about women not keeping their oath, but that's another story. The entire curse written in the book will rest on him, and the Lord will obliterate his name from beneath the heavens. The land will be unusable, all curses on the land, and the people cast to another land. More promises in the contract. What will happen if we do not keep our part of the agreement? Moses, for the Lord will once again rejoice over you for good, as he rejoiced over your forefathers. Rather, this thing is very close to you. It is in your mouth and it is in your heart, so you can fulfill it. We are given free will. Choose blessings, love, prosperity, or curses, disease, and exile. That's our choice. Behold, I have set before you this day life and good, death and evil. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. You choose life so that you and your offspring will live. So we're already being told what to choose, but we're also told the consequences. Our contract with Adonai tells us what we promised to do and what Adonai will do based on our heart, soul, and our actions. So Adonai's actions is based on our heart, our soul, and our actions. One quote says, choose life means choose a life engaged in the world, all the while meticulously adhering to Adonai's word, and live a life of Torah, mitzvot, and Kiddushim Hashem. Godcast.com, they have some great, great stories, points out that there is a clause. If we could make the wrong choice, but Adonai will still take us back. If we keep our promise, he took us back after, what was the big no-no? The golden calf. Showing us love and mercy. We learned of Adonai's 13 attributes of mercy. And again, here we are witness to it. Promises, promises. The contract that binds us and Adonai for eternity. The children of Israel had choices to make. Keep or break the contract. This contract is for us and the future generations. We are now getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. We're looking into our souls. We're looking into the promises we made, the promises we kept, the promises we didn't keep. Let's think about this contract. Are we keeping that, or are we breaking it? As we spend this time looking into our souls, looking into ourselves, look into your end of the contract. Are you fulfilling your part? And let's us continue on. And let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and our minds. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'ako Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yako Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yako Yisrael. Forgive me for rubbing my nose, but cat hair. Okay, let's see. There we go. Now our prayer for healing. So please type in names of those who need our healing thoughts and prayer. And we are going to send healing prayers to Puerto Rico and to England and those in the Commonwealth, and to Sid and Joyce Becker and Katie and Luna Marcello. Okay, David with bladder cancer and Sephora's relationship with her mom. May the new year bring peace, love, kindness, and friendship. Dorothy, Mark, Marlene, Jean, Mary, those who suffer physically and emotionally. Diane Friedman, Timothy Paul Taylor, Rabbi Deborah and her family, all of us here on Sim Shalom. Rala, Barbara, we'll talk about it at another time, okay? You could look it up, or we could discuss it at another time. It's actually sung during Yom Kippur. Anybody else who needs? My friend Carol. B. Bot Etta, Perry Ben Betty, Georgette, Cousin Eric, Gabe, Rabbi Galit, Meyerowitz, Jaffe, and Callahan families, Rabbi Deborah and her family. Chava Bat Elsie, Pearl Bat Ethel, Thomas, David Ben Catherine, Rabbi Deborah Bat Chana, Sarah Bat Chana, Leah Bat Chana, all survivors of violence and those in the path of Hurricane Fiona. Carrie, all my friends who are still dealing with COVID, all those with COVID and monkeypox. And some of my friends who now have shingles. Speaking of pox, it comes from chicken pox. All right, let's continue on. Mishe Beirach Avotenu B'chol HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu B'chol HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gedula liotze bereshit, shelo asanu ki koyeh haratzot, v'lo samanu ki mishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, Malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'eman, V'haya Adonai, L'melech ha'koret, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, U'shemo, Ushemo Echad. Just hang on for 10 seconds. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. And at this time, we want to remember Queen Elizabeth II. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, v'yabah divrah chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, b'agalav zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiroman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal, shmei dekudashah b'rechu, le'elam min kol bechata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, Damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lamar rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'yimrumav, uyaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here, sharing this Monday evening. And if you come back, we could share Tuesday evening together again. Be well, everybody. We're here 5 days a week. Rabbi Blaine is now selling tickets for the high holidays. So if you are interested, please check out on the JSLI page. And be well, be healthy, be happy, be safe. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. And I remembered I'm going to text Rabbi Deborah.
Okay. Thank you. Toda rabba, Rabbi.
Thank you, everybody.
Everything.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.